So let's take a look at what is behind that tile here that says entity disambiguation and linking with the Wikidata logo. So it shows that the Kairntech software contains out of the box an entity recognizer that is built from the data on Wikidata. So Wikidata is a huge repository of concepts and terms from just about any imaginable topic on many, many different languages. And there is a recognizer containing all that data inside the Kairntech software that you can use. We see here that it allows us to recognize locations and persons and organizations and all other concepts here in gray. With automatic annotation. Let's take a look at what that means on a specific text. Here we have a text on the Nepal earthquake. And we see that we recognize Nepal, and we not only recognize that this seems to be a place, but we also link it to background information about Nepal. First of all, we have this little abstract here telling us what Nepal is and where it is lying, but also the original texts from Wikipedia and Wikidata, by virtue of having linked this recognized entity to the respective database entry in Wikidata and Wikipedia. So for instance, if we take a look at this person here, the Prime Minister of Nepal, and we click on that, we see that we get an entry where we see even an image of that person and a little bit of an abstract with biographical data. And if we go to the Wikidata entry that is linked with the recognized entity, we see more information. We see that we have obviously a male person here with Nepal citizenship, with a family name, where we even have his birth date and birthplace. So that's typical information you get for a person. For other types of entities, like for instance, let's say a protein, you would get the sequence. For an element, you would get the molecular weight, and so on and so forth. So again, we recognize not only the entity as such, but we are able to collect background information about that entity because we link it to the database entry in background in databases behind, in this case here, Wikidata. And all this is an out-of-the-box capability that you can use in order to enrich your documents using Kairntech.